That looks so horrible. It looks like something out of a horror movie. This is today's task while he's gone out and done the rat-free guarantee. Got to take all this sandstone off first. These bees up here are very, very angry, so hopefully I'm not going to get stung too many times. But the first job is to chip all this sandstone off, get an access point in the bottom to put a board in to stop the bees climbing all the way down and then disappearing into the bottom of the chimney. Right, I'm going to start taking this apart now. I'm going to get all this off, put a hole in here. I'm going to go and do that rat-free guarantee. Then I'm going to come back and get this sorted. Right, we've got the majority of that off, and annoyingly we didn't pick this up on the survey, but that chimney pot runs all the way down there. Look in here, there's the chimney pot, and there's some manky honey that's gone off, well not gone off, but it's started to ferment, and I think it's started to ferment because the top of that chimney pot isn't entirely shut, and the water's been getting in there and running down the inside of that. And that's why they're not so happy. They don't seem too angry at the moment, but that is quite a substantial colony. I'm stood on a ladder now, so I would say it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. I'd say that's about 6 foot tall. That is. They're not using this bottom half, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to dismantle all of this here because this chimney's going to go. I'm going to try and chip around that, take all that horrible honey out that they're not, and we'll shove some insulation in the actual chimney pot that's inside the chimney to stop the queen running off, even though I doubt she'll run down there because it's all smashed up and horrible. So we're going to go and sort out the rat-free guarantee, and then I'm going to come back to do this in a moment. I've never known a chimney so well put together. There's rebar in it and all sorts. It's an absolute nightmare to get this apart. I don't think they're a very healthy colony at all, to be honest. And they're very, very angry. I'm going to carry on getting this off for a bit, and I'll show you when I've got some more access to it. This is quite interesting. Look at that. It's a wax moth. I've just pulled off that, and the wax moth was behind that in there. Look. They're just walking straight over it. That looks so horrible. It looks like something out of a horror movie. The noise up here is absolutely deafening. I've got my ear defenders on and I can still hear a swarm of them behind my head. It's no good. They're very, very angry, these bees, and I think we've already seen they've got wax moth. I've seen one bee fall out the colony that was dead, and I picked it up and it had a varroa mite stuck on the top of it. I think this has been here for many, many years, so it's obviously got to the point where it's not too happy. The brood looks like it's been used quite a lot, and this chimney is proving it extremely difficult to take apart. It's like it's been built with pure cement. We've got the top pot off. I'm just cleaning it all up. I don't think these are robber bees. I don't know if it's too early in the year for robber bees to be out at the moment, but there seems to be a hell of a lot of bees turning up. I don't know if it's because they think they're under attack, or there's a load turning back up from being out working, but there seems to be a hell of a lot of bees around now. I don't know why they're so obsessed with that. There's nothing in it. Yeah, apparently when the brood gets old like this, the holes kind of get smaller and smaller from years and years of use, which would make sense. And I think it upsets the queen, and then in turn it upsets the whole colony. But this stuff's absolutely ancient. So it's been several hours now. I've managed to get that off. Unbelievably tough stuff this is. Absolutely ridiculous. It's literally like pure cement. But I'm hoping that the colony, the live proportion of the colony is just in that part there. So I'm going to lift that up in the hopes that that's where the colony is and the brood doesn't extend too much further than that, and we can get it in the nuke. better idea. Wow, they're not happy. This, whoa, you git. So stressful dealing with the bees when they're like this. This is unbelievable. I'm gonna have to sit down a minute. Right, let's try that again. Please don't snap in half. You can see here they're all staying on the brood there to keep it nice and warm. Hopefully once they've been put in a nuke with some new space, some new comb, they won't be so angry. I think they're simply angry just because they haven't got a nice clean home to live in. Because it's all the bottom half, literally from here to about there, all the way down, it's all honey, and it stinks of fermented. It smells like mead really, so obviously that's probably not helping them with their temperament. This stuff can be an absolute, I was literally just about to say that, this stuff can be an absolute nightmare to put in a frame, because it's so either brittle or rock solid. Annoyingly on the back side of that there's a lot of brood. I swear I just saw the queen out the corner of my eye then. Right, my phone's going to die, so I'm going to have to make this quick. I've managed to get most of the brood out. The brood's in here. I was going to try and record it all, but my phone's going to die. I've got most of the brood in here, all framed up. I'm going to leave this open. I'm just about to check the weather to make sure it's not raining. I'm going to leave that open. There's a lot of honey in here, no more brood. I haven't found the queen yet. I'm hoping she's not down there with them lot and she's up here in this lot when I've been taking it out. So with any luck they'll start going into the nuke, and then tomorrow I can start knocking down this chimney that's made out of titanium. And I'm just about to go, and I've done exactly what I was hoping for. They're all orientating and going into the box, so that's it. Still got all this to break down, and from here all the way down to a foot below that hole there is all full of old honey that's gone, I don't know what you'd call it, it's gone off. Well, it ain't gone off, but it's started to ferment. Hopefully there'll be no bees on that honey tomorrow. They'll all be in the nuke. I can move the nuke over there and I can get cracking on this. There's a couple in here, just a few, but I don't think that's the majority of them. I'm going to open that now, and I'm hoping they're all around the brood, keeping it nice and warm. I think these lot are just cleaning up. That's what I think's happening. I think they're just cleaning up. I'm trying to look in here. Yes, that's exactly what I wanted. Full of bees. Perfect. Yeah, some guard bees on the front there. Right, that's worked out brilliantly. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to keep these shut in here for today. I'm going to hoover the rest out of there, but I'm going to leave them to keep drinking that honey for a while. I'm going to carry on taking this down now, and then once they've cleaned up all that honey that's left on the top, I'll hoover them up, throw them in there. That's it. I can take the rest of that honey out, which is all from basically from around here to there. It's half decent honey. The rest of that, it's just watery, smelly, meaty kind of stuff, so it's no good to them. But that stuff at the top, it's pretty good. I was just speaking to the people who have bought this house, and they were saying that it's been here for years and years and years and years. For as long as anyone can remember on the street, this colony's been in here, which would make sense because it is quite substantial. But I'm going to get cracking on getting this apart because it's going to be a long day of me dismantling this again. It's still taking forever to take this apart, but I'm getting there. It's quite big, isn't it? But if you look here, all this stuff here, it's it's quite cold and watery. It's got a high water content, that honey has, and it's all gone mouldy. And look, you can see all these bees here that have died. They would never have been able to get these bees out of the colony because it's all turned into like a mush. So it's not great. Basically from there down, the colony's dead. So from here upwards, we're going to get them in that nuke in a bit. So I've managed to get all that out. I've shaken all the bees off that comb into here. Happy days. Just got to get this taken apart now. It's been harder work getting that apart than it has been to get the bees out. But that's just the way it is, I guess. That took forever. All the bees have started to go over here now, so it's all sorted. They've all orientated and gone back in this box over here. But I think I'm going to leave them here for a couple of days and then come and get them and take them away. Let them settle down because they're still a bit all over the place. I'll be taking these bees up to the apiary that's still not finished. I'll be getting around to that very shortly. That'll be finished and then all these bees will have a new place to live. This is going to get capped off and left as it is because this building's going to be getting knocked down at some point. Hope you enjoyed. Unfortunately, I couldn't get much of it on camera because I've been doing it by myself, so it's not too easy. But hopefully next time I'll have the tripod set up better. But that's another colony save. That's the third one this year, I believe.